You are continuing to listen in to the live feed we have of the courtroom of the Derek Chauvin trial as attorneys are talking with trial judge Peter Cahill, kind of setting some ground rules for the day ahead as week 2 of jury selection for the trial is underway. And like I said, we will continue to weave in and out of this here on News Now from Fox. Once again, my name is Regina Gonzalez. I'm joining you from the News Now from Fox East Coast Hub in Orlando, Florida. And we obviously like to bring you the top stories and headlines making news across our nation. And I'm sure within the last 24 hours, no matter where you join us from, you have seen this viral video going around of a now fatal crash. A plane had just taken off when something went wrong. It started going down, hitting an SUV that was driving through a residential neighborhood, and the plane then caught fire. I need to play you this video here in full right now on News Now from Fox, because right after that, we are going to be joined by Fox's Phil Keating, who is in Miami, Florida, with more on this story. So take a look at this live video right here. You can see the car pulling up, another car coming through, just missing it. Very calm and serene. Pretty soon here you will see a car just make its way down the road. One more. You hear that crash and see those flames. Absolutely tragic. Again, you are taking a look at footage captured on somebody's Ring doorbell. I know that these cameras are meant to capture all sorts of things, meant for security cameras, but this is absolutely mind-blowing. And right now we are joined by Fox's Phil Keating. He is in Miami, Florida, with more on this crash. Phil, good morning to you. I know that the people in the SUV were originally taken to the hospital with life-threatening injuries, but now we've heard that they've passed away. What can you tell us?
Well, there was a mother and a son, a young boy, in that SUV when it was impacted by the plane in that unbelievable crash, which the neighbor with the Ring doorbell described as a bomb going off outside of her house. The mother was discharged in serious or critical condition from the hospital late last night. Also late last night, her little boy passed away. So we've got 2 people dead that were in the plane, the pilot and his passenger, and you also have now the little boy in the car that died. It was dramatic. It happened around 3 in the afternoon yesterday, just north of Miami, in a town called Pembroke Pines. It's the North Perry Airport, and this airport is a small airport, and this was a small plane, which is typically what flies out of that airport in and out. So it was a Beechcraft Bonanza, 6-seater, and it had just taken off. And clearly there was some sort of mechanical issue, so it was circling back to go back and land, and just a few hundred yards from the runway that it plummeted and barreled nose down into the street, but of course it into the SUV as well. String of fire up and down the street after the engine and the jet fuel exploded. There's been 5 incidents with crashes at this airport since last May, and there are several student pilot schools at the airport. It's unclear right now whether this particular pilot was a student trying to become a fully licensed pilot or not, but neighbors in the area, they say they are actually worried about getting hit by a plane, because there's so much air traffic around, and there have been, like I said, 5 crashes since May.
Yeah, Phil, we're taking a look. The video, the viral Ring doorbell footage is actually right next to us here on the screen. Have we heard from the people who submitted this footage? This happened directly in front of their house, and they are the reason that it has been documented. Have we heard from them?
Yes, she was interviewed by local media last night, and she's the one that said she was inside her house and it sounded like a bomb went off outside of her house. And you see the video and you certainly understand why. That was a very violent crash. The plane just smashing into the SUV as well as the avenue. and then of course all the fuel stripped down the side of the street. A lot of smoke. It was pretty big locally here as far as news coverage, because the video itself is so dramatic. But yeah, they were very worried in the neighborhood, without a doubt.
All right, well, Fox's Phil Keating joining us with an update on that story. Thank you so much for being with us here on News Now from Fox.
Thanks, Regina.